Sundsvall. Sundsvall.
A little town that looks like Angie. That's A with a ring above it, N-G-E. And we had a little fika at the Cafe Bonan, as you can see there. This is the centrum area. So you see the nice bricks for walkway and the beautiful flowers planted in the planters. That building across this road there also includes a library. Okay, we are now leaving the little town of Angie.
How's it your way?
Car coming.
Car coming. Okay. Yeah, a lot of cars coming.
Remember the old golf stations? There's one on the right. I think every town here in Sweden has an ICA grocery store that we just passed. Looks like we're 97 kilometers northwest of Sundsvall, our next destination. And a nice sign there, it says we're leaving the town. This road is very typical of what we've seen between Östersund heading down to Sundsvall. The trees, little nice sized trees lining the road. Okay, here we are back to the primary road between Östersund and Sundsvall. It's the E14. We'll be heading southeast some more towards the coast. The speed limit here is 100 kilometers. Okay, here's something I haven't explained yet. It's Sweden's way of controlling the speed along the highways. You saw the camera sign further back. And now when we get up here, they have removed the camera. Never mind. Okay, here's the Swedish way of controlling traffic. Did you notice the camera back there? And pretty soon we're coming up to the actual camera right there. What the Swedes do is not only use radar as we do in the States, but they also take a picture of your license plate and send you a bill in the mail. How about that?
Is this automatic still? This thing? It's 70.
Okay, here's another example of a speed trap trying to reduce us to 70 kilometers.
Here's the camera.
I really like this concept because it keeps you aware of what your speed limit is. Okay, this is the third and final example I'll show you of the speed traps, and here's the camera coming up now on the right. Okay, here we are in the center of Sundsvall, and there's a nice canal here. Looks like there's a basketball court here, and I have no idea who this dinosaur is with the chef's hat. Anyway, our hotel is the Clarion in the brownish, whitish building back there. It's only been open since last September. And this is a parking garage where we were able to get 2 nights for $6. That's not bad. Nice center part of town with this canal running through. Church steeple in the background. Here we are at the main square in Sundsvall. Big, beautiful old building here. I'll walk out into the square here and look towards the sun. This is a good place for the tourists and locals to come shop. Stadhuis should be like the city offices. Nice large square. Statue of somebody in the center. A number of restaurants around here. Oh, that's impressive buildings on all sides of the square here. We have now reached the Sundsvall Museum. Notice it's a couple of buildings that are connected by an overhead roof and windows. And here's the library on this section. This is the inside of the Art Museum, and I believe this is a guy by the name of Ben Lindstrom is the artist. Very large, very colorful. It's Bent, B-E-N-G-T, Lindstrom. give you a chance to pause the video and here's a nice little park in the middle of Sundsvall. A lot of people like to come out and enjoy the center of town. Oh yeah, a statue with the bird on top of the statue. Oh, there's a nice looking building. Nice fountain. Couldn't resist this nice looking building here. We're still in the downtown section of Sundsvall. Can you smell the petunias? Looks like this is also a major bus station here near the Centrum. Okay, are you a fan of the cornhole game? I think the Swedes are very much into playing. Looks familiar to me. Good morning. This is Saturday, the 22nd of July. We are on the little island that looks like it's pronounced Alno, A-L-N-O with umlauts. And we are looking west from Gustav's port here. Very small little port. We're looking west towards the city of Sundsvall. There appears to be a significant building on top of that hill, which could be a ski resort, because you see the nice ski slope on top of the hill, which is just south of the town of Sundsvall. From this angle, we can't see the major timber processing facility. You see one of the tanks of it, but it's a very large SCA timber processing company. This is just a channel between the mainland and the island of Alno. Okay, on the water's edge here, you can see the bridge that we required to take to get here to the island of Alno. And here's a better view of the major SCA timber processing plant. In the background is the mountains on the north side of Sundsvall. You can hear the sound of the waves hitting the shoreline here. Here's a tree that I've been wanting to take a picture of, a video of. Notice how neatly trimmed it looks on all sides. And on the top. It normally naturally grows like this. I find this quite interesting. We've seen this on several places here in northern Sweden. I have no idea what the name of this tree is, but I could use that back in the Missouri Ozarks. Here's an example of one of the, let's say, beach areas on this island of Alno. Looks pretty rocky further back there. And we're looking across the bay to the mainland. This water looks really nice and clear down here. Here's what it looks like at the edge of the water. You can clearly see out maybe a good 15-20 feet. Here's one of the few log cabins we've seen.
Squared off logs.
Squared off.
Except for the top.
Dovetail fit in on the corners.
Except the roof rafter. It's not.
Looks like that could be old tin though on top, right?
It's held down with a strap.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. Slower too. See if I can get a look at this beehive.
Oh yes, I see them.
Going by fast, we saw the beehive there though. A bunch of small, very small cabins here on the other side of the bushes. And here's the barn with vertical timbers. Looks like the bus rules.
He's bigger than us.
Yeah. Even on the island of Alno, there's plenty of room, or there is some room, for some marshmallows. I'm beginning to think they just grow marshmallows. Here is the newest Alno church. Beautiful grounds. Maybe you can see a few little magpies in the yard here. Black and white. Did you see the sign for Alno? And across the road is the oldest of the two church buildings. We're still on the island of Alno, as you can tell. At this point, we're looking towards the west, looking towards the mainland. Okay, here we are at the top, about 5 levels up from the ground. It's a very beautiful vantage point for seeing the landscape around Sundsvall. You can see quite a distance. You could even see, as we get around here, out into the Gulf of Bothnia. But let me go down a little bit. You can see the entire city of Sundsvall. Here we're going over towards the western side of Sundsvall.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
You too, you too.
Here we are looking more to the northwest, and you see all the beautiful trees up here. This area down here is an outdoor museum of a historic farm location. Some old buildings we'll get to see here in a few minutes. Okay, that's a 360-degree panoramic view And here you can look straight down 5 floors and see people walking around. Beautiful view from up here. That brown building in the center there is the Clarion that we're staying at. Okay, before we leave the hotel this Sunday morning, wanted to point out to you the nice looking soccer ball on top of the building across the street there. But I also want to point out, if I can zoom in on it, see that structure there? It looks like concrete with openings on it. That's where I was standing yesterday to take the panoramic view of all of the Sundsvall area. On top of that 5-floor level, all concrete structure with steps, that's all it is. On the north side of Sundsvall.